Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Adobe Live. It is so good to see you folks this morning. It is a early Tuesday morning here in Northern California. It is very chilly. It is very cold this morning. I am a very cold nerd this morning. Michelle, it's good to see you. General Kenobi, hello there. Fairy, I see Frank in the chat. I see Michael, I think. Sorry, sorry if I ruined your name, Michael James. Chad Rolfs, Anna, Robert, Sam Peterson. It's good to see you folks this morning. My name is Voodoo Val, and if any of you folks are just jumping in to one of these challenges for the first time, or you've never been here for one of my challenges, I am kind of a regular instructor for the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenges. And today I'm going to be jumping back into a series of challenges that I put together based around creating your own series for 2021, basically creating what might be your very first project of the new year. Designing a few cool elements to kind of spruce up your Behance profile. And then lastly, we're going to be getting into actually designing assets and elements that can help us to decorate and kind of curate a very nice case study for the series that we are beginning. Sorry, Michael. Welcome in, though. It's good to see you. Mel Wolverson, it's good to see you again as well. And Susan and Steve Festus Casaboom, the man with the name. Angela Herman, hello. 30 degrees here in Wisconsin. I'm not a fan of that at all. I do not like the cold. The cold is my kryptonite. I can't do it. I have a heating blanket on my lap right now because that is the desperation level that I'm at with the chill this morning. And it's probably not even that cold compared to every place else. I'm not even going to look up how cold it actually is here, considering you just told me it's 33 degrees. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to kind of dive in here to all the ways that you folks can get involved with me. And how you can find all of the information, all of the assets and things that I've created for you to get involved in today's challenge. I'm very excited. We're going to be designing banners for Behance and going over some very important points that you will need to know when it comes to designing your banners, okay? So I'm going to jump over to the landing page. Also, one quick note before we really dive in here. If you're over on YouTube right now and you're wondering, who am I greeting all these people by name in the chat and you're not seeing them over there, it's because I'm actually reading the Behance chat over on behance.net/live. I am not reading the YouTube chat. So if you want to chat with me and talk with me and make some friends and get all the links and stuff that I talk about during the stream, please head over to behance.net/live. We'll have a mod who will post the link for you over on YouTube so you can get here easily, because I would love to see you in the chat. All right, let me grab my little landing page here, and then I'm going to bump us over so we can take a look. All right. So this is the landing page, behance.net/challenge/Photoshop. You'll know you're in the right place if you see January 4th through January 15th up here, because that is the time frame that we are working on. Right now, for me, it is January 12th. And if you are watching these videos, maybe they're archived, you're watching them, and you are in the future, and I am in your past, and you come to this landing page and you don't see January 4th through 15th up here, it is because we have probably already started on a different round of daily creative challenges, and all you have to do in order to find the starter files and things is just scroll down to the bottom of the page here and select the proper date that you're looking for, and you will see here to the right of that date all of the challenges that we've been working on. You'll see all of the get started buttons. You can download all the starter files for those, and you'll also be able to click here and watch all the videos and get the full experience. So don't freak out if you come to the landing page and right off the bat you don't see any of the stuff that I'm talking about. It is available to you still, even if you're watching the archived videos. You'll get a 1 through 4 of how it works. Basically, each day you receive a challenge. You'll be able to kind of join the community either on Behance and talk in the chat, or over on the Discord, which I'm about to pull up momentarily. You can watch the daily live show to get some input and watch me run through the challenge before you do yours. And then you can share your work in the Discord so that I can take a look at it on stream, which is, like I said, what I'm about to do is highlight some really wonderful designers in the Discord and give them a shout out, and give them a little bit of feedback on their work. So as you can see, we have January 5th through January 12th here with all of the 6 challenges that are so far available. We worked on a personalized avatar for our profiles. We worked on creating a style guide for our project so that we had basically a wonderful place to kind of draw from when it came to creating the assets that we've worked on thus far. We designed a custom social media template so that we could just have something almost like a low fidelity kind of design like you might see in like XD. We like lined up and locked up all of these different layouts for social media post. And then the next day we edited that post. We came in and I showed you some of the ways that I like to actually kind of edit shapes and add in interesting elements and all that stuff. Yesterday we started a series, so this is an interesting one because all of ours are going to be different. I did an illustration of KK Slider from Animal Crossing, and I'm sure all of yours will be whatever it is that you would like your series to be about. And then today, like I said, we are going to be creating a banner. I'm very excited for it, and so we are going to just kind of dive into it here over on the Discord if you would like to join. So you can get some feedback and you can make some friends and ask any questions. The Discord link is bit.ly/psdiscord, and you want to make sure that P and S are capitalized so that you get to the proper place. And I'm going to pop in here and show you what it looks like. So this is the current challenge tab here. Excuse me. And basically here is where everyone posts all of their work that they create for these challenges. And I really would like to kind of dive in and check these out because a lot of people posted some really wonderful stuff. Looks like Fairy is already on the move here with the DCC challenge for today. Before I even did it, he's already created himself a banner, and I love this. One of the things that I want to point out to you, Fairy, and this is something that we're going to go over during the challenge, and I'll get into it more depth as we kind of start working here. But one of the things is I've got this super large, long banner file for you folks to download today. But keep in mind that as you resize your browser, or as other people with different monitor sizes or browser sizes view your profile, they're going to be seeing either less or more detail on your banner than you do. So this really awesome, I love that you have this Saturn over here on the edge with the Instagram handle right here, but keep in mind that unless somebody has a very large wide monitor, they probably won't see this entire design. They'll probably see, like, it'll probably cut off actually like right where you posted the beginning of the Instagram handle, and again over here, unless it's very wide, in which case they may only see like half of your planet here. So what I would do if I were you is either remove the planet because it may not be seen, or add some more designs and things to the edges there so that no matter what width of their browser people are viewing, they can still maybe see some planets and things over there. And then just the larger they're viewing it, the more detail they will see. And I'll show you what I mean by that as we dive into today's challenge. I'm gonna do some previews. Yeah, like it'll resize Michael, depending on your browser and your screen. And I'm gonna do kind of a demonstration so that you guys can all see that. Doesn't everyone have 4K monitors these days? I do not. I don't know if everyone and their cousin and their mom and their friends have 4K monitors, but I don't really need one, so I don't have one. I can't justify getting one of those. But I bet they're pretty cool. All right, so this is from Mirror. It looks like this is the one drawing that I made a while ago that I'm using on yesterday's challenge. Nice. Here's the final result. I used tons of brushes, so difficult to explain, but I used wet ones and watercolor ones. Nice. So we got this wonderful watercolor illustration from Mirror as part of their series. So very well done, Mirror. And then we got these like looks like process images from Ellen Rose. And I love it. I think this is so cute. It looks like you used the vinyl scraper brush like I did in your illustration too, and I think it's so cute. It's adorable. I don't know what this creature is. It looks like a butterfly mixed with a cat, and I'm okay with that. I'm so okay with that. I think it's adorable. Looks like we have a couple of new messages. Okay, just making sure no one posted new art. Sue, day 2, way behind in this challenge. That is totally fine, Sue. You can work at your own pace. Looks like Sue is putting together a style guide for how to draw owls. So it looks like she's going to be creating some owls for her series, and I can't wait to see what she comes up with. Very cool, Sue. We've got this one from Kashif, which is I believe this is the profile picture challenge, and this looks super cool. I think this is a very nice artistic profile picture that you could definitely use to wow some people on your profile. And then the last one we're going to take a look at is Kajrov says, my favorite filter, Flexify, it is a rather old filter still in work with Photoshop. That is pretty darn cool, actually. So it looks like you took an image and kind of flexed it around this sphere and made it look like kind of a globe or something, kind of thing. But I think it's really neat. So thank you very much, and I am going to dive into today's challenge because we have very little time, and I want to make sure that I get through creating this banner, all right? So let me dive over to... This is my Photoshop file that I have created for you. If you downloaded the starter file from the challenge landing page, this is what you will get. And keep in mind, this, like I said, this is a very long file. So as I create this banner, I want to make sure that I want to make sure that like all of the elements that I decide are very important to put on this can be viewed and understood by whoever comes to my Behance page to take a look at it. So this is what I'm going to do is, let me go to my layers here. I'm going to turn these off, and then I'm going to show this that I have created here for you. So you'll notice I put like a banner around the very edges of this because I don't want any of my designs to cross over into that red area. And you'll see that I also put the header and text kind of off to the side, and then I put Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook underneath that just to give myself an idea of kind of where I want to put like some social media stuff. And then I left this side mostly empty because if I grab my brush over here, depending on again what my window is sized at, I'm actually going to have like the top of my my Behance information area like right over here. So I'm going to actually pull up Behance right quick so that we can take a look at this, because this is very important. If I come over to my profile, you see like I have like this banner up that has some of my artwork on it. Also the dimensions for this, the optimal dimensions, it does say right here 3200 pixels by 410 pixels, so keep that in mind. But this whole like card comes up right here, and I want to make sure that I can kind of combat that so that I don't have anything that kind of, you know, pushes into that space. So let me page this over here. I'm just going to throw this over there. And one of the things that I'm going to do first is I'm going to create kind of a textury, interesting mood here, similar to how I have been designing everything else in my, actually I can come over here and pull up my style guide so that I have reference. If I jump over here, you can see I have like this interesting kind of textury background that goes with a lot of the stuff that I've been designing lately. So these are all of my paintings that I'm kind of using for reference here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab my paint bucket tool. I'm going to grab a color right quick. I'm thinking, actually, let me grab, I'm going to sample a color from here. Or I can come over here, I can open my libraries, and I can simply click one of these interesting colors. I think I'm going to click this kind of purpley color, and then on a new layer, if I go Control-Shift-N, I'm going to grab this kind of gold color that I really like. I think that'll work. Maybe more of like this orangey color. I realize this is kind of like Halloween, but they're my two favorite colors, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to grab, press B on my keyboard to select my brush, and I'm going to grab the vinyl scraper brush again from the Keith Haring brush set, and I'm going to come in here and just add some texture to my banner. And one of the things that you can do if you decide that, you know, like kind of scratching on this with a brush or adding a pattern or a texture over it is not really working for you, I'm gonna kind of turn this into a smart object, and you can actually apply a neural filter to this too if you think that that would work. So I'm going to go to filter, let's see, neural filters. I'm going to make sure that my neural filter is toggled on. So I'm gonna hit this style transfer toggle here, and we can go to show more and we can kind of search through here. I want to see what Starry Night looks like on this, just to give myself like a kind of pattern. I don't know necessarily that I will use this, but I can kind of scroll through here and look and find something that I think is interesting. You may find something that you like pretty well in here. That's actually kind of cool. I may actually just kind of stick with my purple and orange, but I just kind of want to show this just in case somebody else decides that this is something that they want to go along the lines of. That's kind of a nice purple, actually. That's neat. Let's see, this is kind of an interesting like brushed texture that we could add, just kind of a cool text. That's actually pretty cool. I think I'm going to stick with my purple and orange, however, but that's cool. This actually gives me like some really nice, interesting textures if I wanted to use them. So I'm going to go ahead and click cancel, but I did want to show you again how to get into neural filters. If you simply click style transfer down here and you highlight this and you're wondering why everything is ghosted out, by the way, make sure you toggle this little button. It's not enough just to click style transfer, you do have to make sure that you turn it on. So just in case anybody runs into some issues there. But yeah, now I have this kind of, I'm gonna separate these again. I have this kind of like textury, like painterly vibe going on here. And I think I'm actually gonna turn the fill down on that just to make it a little more subtle. And then I'm going to grab kind of a lighter purple color, I think is probably the move here. And I'm gonna do some subtle kind of scratches as well here. I think that's kind of a theme of like my my series and all of these little portraits I've been doing is like this interesting like scratchy kind of pattern that's been kind of taking over everything that I've been doing lately. So I'm just gonna kind of continue with that. And kind of keep that vibe. So I have myself like a nice little background. I'm going to select all of these layers, right click and convert to smart objects so they're all in one area. And I do have this kind of header text area, and I think I'm actually just going to grab the text from that assets folder that I've included there, and then just edit it here. So I do really like Montserrat. It's one of my favorite fonts, and I think I'm going to leave it as Montserrat. I'm simply going to change, if I can come over here to my libraries, I'm going to change actually to like that harsher orange color that I had before I toned everything down. And I'm going to edit this text. So I'm going to write out. Now you can do simply your name here, or you can do like a tagline. whatever it is that you want to do. I think that for me personally, I may just go caps voodoo Val, and I'm gonna actually grab that orange color because it did not apply. Let me select there. Did that work? Hello? Nope. All right, hold on. I'm going to select, oh, there we go. Perfect. So I have Voodoo Val just kind of sitting there. Excuse me. And then the last thing I'm going to do, and we're kind of coming to the end here, is I'm going to, I'm just going to change the text. I'm not going to change the, actual information because I do want to make sure that I show you folks how to upload this properly and what I meant about the sizing of everything. So I'm going to leave it like that, and I'll come back later and add in maybe some Twitter social media icons and all that good stuff to my banner so that it has like my actual Twitter handle, my Instagram handle, and things like that. But I'm going to Control-Shift-S here to save on my computer. And I'm going to save in my challenges. We'll call this challenge 6. And I am going to upload it to Behance. So challenge 6, boom. And I'm going to hit OK. Now you see how much is visible here on my banner. If I pull up my Behance again, and I say replace image, and it'll bring me to my folder here. I can, let me make sure actually that I save that as a PNG or JPEG. Give me 1 second. I think I just saved the Photoshop file. So let's do this one more time. Save, bum bum bum. Let me save it as a PNG. That's good, good stuff. Okay, all right, now let me pull this back up. Okay, so I'm gonna go replace image, and I'm gonna navigate to my finished files. There we go. I'm gonna open, and now it's gonna replace, so give it a little time. There we go, yeah. Okay, so now this is pretty small. This is the window as it's previewed on my my Wacom Cintiq. It's a 16-inch Cintiq, and you can see exactly that this shows like the perfect amount of information. It shows my name, it shows my Twitter and Instagram handle. I'm gonna go ahead and click done. You can also drag the image like so. I'm just gonna center it a little more and I'm gonna hit done. That is actually like really, really perfect. It has exactly all of my information right there. It's got my brush strokes the way I like. However, if I drag this over here, to my other monitor, and what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to capture my other monitor if I can. Let me see if I can capture wrong monitor. There we go. So if I have this over on my larger monitor over here, you can see how it resized and it actually showed a much, much larger region of this banner than originally thought. And so you can see just how much things are actually cut off from the edge of this, but it's going to be different depending on what I did. But if you follow the guides that I put into that file and put the text just so, then it kind of will always show the text right there. But as I was saying with, I believe it was Fairy that posted their piece into the Discord, which I'm going to jump back over to that capture real quick. Make sure that with smaller details like this, though this looks very, very cool, this edge part is probably never going to be shown unless someone has a giant monitor. This monitor over here is like a 27-inch, I believe, which is, I think, a larger size for most people. So keep in mind how much of mine was showing there, and also test your own. Replace the image that you already have up and look and see what actually shows so that people get the full impact of your banner and what you have chosen. So that's all I have on creating banners today. Thank you so much for joining me. I do have to take off before we get cut off. We did have DCC reviews at the beginning of the stream this morning, Van Dam. It's good to see you, by the way, my friend. Thank you for joining me. But I have to take off, so thank you folks so much. Please stay tuned for Kathleen Illustrated and my friend Tyler Pate. They are wonderful designers, wonderful people, and they're going to be creating for you right after this. So thank you all. Much love and happy designing.